Hi everyone, it's me, Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're gonna do tarot today for cardinal signs. And this is for Aries season, which starts tomorrow, March 20th, and lasts until April 19th. So I'm switching things up a lot for this installment of the video. So a lot of people, if you're a beginner in astrology, you might be thinking like, what is a cardinal sign? What is going on? So not to worry, I did label everything in the description of the video. So let me explain. So Aries season marks the beginning of the astrological new year. And for me, I more follow that because I feel the energy. Like when we go into December to January, I don't really feel much of a difference because we're still in winter. Whereas you compare that to going into Aries season, it's about to be spring, everything's, growing back again and getting warmer and the sun is out longer. That's when I feel like the new year starts. So if you feel like you're not in sync with like the traditional calendar, look into the astrological calendar. You might feel like your energy is more aligned with that. So that being said, I'm very like in tune with the seasons. If you noticed, I did redecorate, so you'll be seeing a new background for the foreseeable future for all the videos. So, okay, so just so if you're confused, we are doing cardinal signs for this reading for Aries season. Cardinal sign is Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And I'm doing this not only to challenge myself and get a different type of message, but also to teach others that you may have commonalities with other signs that's not just based on the element. And I'm also, instead of doing an oracle card, I'm going to do an 8 ball question. So, this is something I bring to the street fairs. It's always the hit, especially with the kids. I watched over the weekend, I watched Shazam, the first one, and then Fury of the Gods. Yeah, Fury of the Gods, the movie theater. And I was like, you know what? Let me throw my 8 ball in here. So, instead of the oracle, we're going to do one yes no question, and I'll give you a minute and then we'll do that. Let me think if there are any other announcements. So, yeah, uh, new background. I'm wearing my Sagittarius shirt. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, but we'll get to that later. So, so what makes a sign a cardinal sign? So basically, they start the season. Aries starts spring, so they're a cardinal sign because they start spring. And then Cancer, cardinal sign, starts summer. Libra, cardinal sign, starts autumn. And Capricorn starts winter, cardinal sign. Okay, so this is, again, they call it a modality. So this is like motivator starting energy. So typically the strengths of cardinal signs is getting something started. So, and you add that to the flavor of the element, so that's why you got Aries, fire starter energy. And I totally feel that and jive with Aries season, being a fellow fire sign, even though we're talking more about modalities now. So understand that that is the way the energy shows up. So if you think about it, so here are the three modalities. Cardinal is the start of the season, fixed is the middle of the season, and mutable is the end. So now it makes sense why each astrological sign is called the season. Aries season, Taurus season, because that is a chapter chapter of the season. So it's split. So 3 signs per season. And I'm looking at this because I have a mouse pad. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. So I have a mouse pad and it splits up. It says summer, spring, winter, autumn. And it splits it up and you see their little thingies. So, and another thing that I noticed is so the 4 signs that are cardinal, you have 2 axes there. So you have the Aries Libra axis and you have the Cancer Capricorn axis. So the 4 signs that are within a modality will also have their opposition. So again, I wanted to learn more about astrology, so that's why I'm talking about this. So if you wanted to learn and follow along, that's cool too. Okay, so if your sun, moon, or rising is a cardinal sign, then this reading is for you. And if you're liking my videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And full picture, what's your sun, moon, and rising? So, so bear with me. Switching it up. So there's a lot of switch ups here, including the background. Yes, no question. So if I forget to say something, I'll try to remember to say it in the next video. Okay, so if you would like to learn tarot for yourself, I do have a intro to tarot workshop. You can do the Google form, which is in the description of this video, and that will be Thursday, March 30th. And if you're not available for that time, it will be recorded, so if you'd like to check it out. And if you would like a personal read, you can call or text. My number is 732-314-0777. I'm so excited to use this. And I will be announcing my street fair schedule season. You can follow me on Instagram. Again, the link is in the description of this video. And I think we can get into the reading. Okay, again, this is for cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, so think of a question, a yes no question, and I'm gonna shake this and see what your answer will be. So think of that question and what is the answer? Okay, so the answer is yes. So whatever you were asking, the answer is yes, and that's all it was. So that's straight up. And that was one of the things that we can go over in my intro to tarot classes. You can do the same thing with tarot. You can ask yes no questions. All right. So I feel like that started good for the cardinal signs. All right, we're starting this Aries season right. Look at all these switch ups. We got new backgrounds, we got new modality classification, we got a new yes no question with the 8 ball. And that's something that I do bring to the street fair. So I remember the kids love the 8 ball. One kid asked, "Is Sonic faster than Flash?" And it was like, "It is definite." And he was so excited. Okay. What is the message for cardinal signs? What do they need to know this upcoming Aries season? I'm very curious to see what the themes will be, because I felt like there was like recurring themes in the element sign reading, so I wanted to switch it up with the modality. So let's see what the commonalities are for these 4 signs. I feel like it's going to be more of a mixed type of message. All right, so what is the message for cardinal signs this Aries season? What do they need to know? Give me 5 cards. And what is the present energy? And if you're curious, I'm using Magical Tarot deck. Okay, so you got 5 of compacts or pentacles. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see that. Okay, so this is like a Sailor Moon type deck. Fight evil, win love. Compacts is pentacles, for those of you that are learning tarot. So this is telling me that you may have overspent money. So maybe the past 3 months, maybe over the holidays, or you're feeling in debt or a loss of money. So this is telling me overspending, overindulgence, and you may need to budget or cut back where you've been spending. And you may have already done this, and this may be a scaling back, but if you have any like savings goals, this is telling me it may take longer than anticipated because of the splurging type money situation. Okay. All right. So what is the past relevant to the situation for cardinal signs? Okay, 7 of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing this as being a lot about your finances and your career. So 7 of Compacts / Pentacles reversed is saying that in the past, you were very critical of yourself and your actions, specifically about not just the spending the money, but maybe also work performance. You've been evaluating yourself and maybe too critical of yourself, but it's not like a motivating energy where it's like, oh, well, if I beat myself up, I'm gonna, you know, push myself to be doing this thing. Like, that's not exactly how it works. It's actually the opposite. When you beat yourself up, it's kind of like you're just giving yourself more energy to give up or motivating yourself to give up. I'm not sure how else to say that. But yeah, I feel like you're lacking a compassion for yourself, and it's putting you in these situations where it's like you're manifesting a downward spiral. You're like, well, I'm shit, so the universe is giving you shit. And I feel like I've told, other element signs that before, where it's just kind of like you're being given what you're asking for. So it's kind of like try to switch up the thoughts of something more positive. And again, I know that's easier said than done, but you do have strengths. You do have things to look forward to, and there are things to be grateful for. And it's just a matter of flipping that. And I think it takes a long time for a lot of us to get into that mode where we realize, like, I'm not helping myself by beating myself up. And it's hard to break those habits. All right, so what is the future slash advice for cardinal signs? Okay, so you got Three of Compacts, Three of Pentacles. So this is all Earth sign energy, or what I want to say, Pentacles. So this is very much about the physical, your career, and your finances. So this is telling me slowly but surely you will change that automatic negative thoughts, or that that critical voice, because you realize that, you know what, that isn't me. This is a conditioning that I may have learned, whether it's growing up or from others. And I don't need to be this way to myself, because that attitude doesn't serve me. Those thoughts don't serve me. So it's basically like, if you're going to question it and realize if it's not helping me in any way, get rid of it and replace it with something else, which is telling me your environment. You're going to look at your environment and realize, kind of like how I did with the reorganize, and be like, you know what, if I don't want to be around these people, or if I don't want this, negative stuff on my social media, and slowly like spring clean and sweep and change it up and be around people who are more encouraging and motivated, you'll slowly but surely switch those habits to a more positive. And I'm doing this because it's like the frequency of the radio dial is going to switch on you, and you're going to jump off with this new cardinal energy of being more in tune with your own modality. See, I was so wondering how the message is going to be different, but I feel like cardinal signs, you are very much like focused on being better, but you don't have to be so hard on yourself or so critical, because I feel like that is what you're doing. All right. So why is this all happening? Because look at this. This is all pentacles here. This is all pentacles. So you're very focused on the physical. All right. So why is this all happening for cardinal signs? The world. Okay. So this is telling me that in the past, this is how you were used to getting things done, by beating yourself up, by maybe even calling yourself names like, don't be a dumbass, don't be lazy, don't be this. And it kind of helped you. But I feel like that is not the only way. Um, I want to say this is not mutually exclusive, because you can motivate yourself in a more compassionate way, in a more kind way, where you can give yourself breaks and be like, you know what, I did enough. Because I feel like I feel like I was having a conversation with somebody where I was like, I don't need to tell myself I have to do this, I have to do that, because you just put extra pressure. If you're like, you know what, I'll get to it. If not, it's okay. You end up doing more because you're not forcing or pushing yourself or pressuring yourself so much that you're like, oh, fuck, I didn't do it. And now I feel like shit. But then you're like, oh, if you're not like hating on yourself because you took a nap or you overslept or you didn't have enough time to do XYZ, you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it tomorrow. But if you're beating yourself up, you're like, you know what? I'm not good enough. Why bother? Why try? So this is like the different type of energy is what you're going to flip into, what I'm talking about. And that'll help you accomplish more and maybe even more than in the past. So definitely getting like next level energy with that. Okay, so what is the best possible outcome for cardinal signs this Aries season? And that includes you, Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. I forgot to do that because I've been all over the place with this new habits and new stuff. Four of Swords. Oh, this is just what I was saying. Okay, so get into the habit of giving yourself time to take a break, giving yourself time to rest. Like, don't punish yourself because, like, oh, I slept so long. Oh, I slept 12 hours, 10 hours. So what? So what? Like, you're human. It's okay. There will be another day to get your stuff done. And now that I'm doing the reading, I'm seeing what the cardinal sign vibe is. Very much like workhorse, you know, start this project, motivate, leadership type energy. And the way you are with others is not as mean or critical as you are with yourself. So try to give yourself that, like, would you talk to somebody else the way you talk to yourself? I feel like no. So this is saying to question, because once you change that, there will be more of a teamwork energy within yourself. It'll be more cooperative, and it's all about changing that dial, and it's a small shift, and once you realize that, you're like, why didn't I think of this sooner? That's the type of energy I'm getting. So that is the reading for you, cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And if that message didn't resonate for you, it could be I wasn't picking up on your energy. These are general reads, and you are more than welcome to reach out for a personal read. Okay, so I'm going to be doing fixed signs next, and that will be also a whole another new spiel intro. And then we will finish it off with mutable signs. All right. Remember, energy is your greatest currency. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.